Championship Sunday. Welcome everybody to the Sill Arena at the Duluth Heritage Sports Center in Duluth, Minnesota. It's the Tommy Williams Tournament 2023. Brett MacKenzie here in the press box. Very pleased to be joined by camera woman extraordinaire Christina Eilertson, joining us here in the production booth. Wonderful matchup as usual. We've got the Wildcats and the Huskies of St. Cloud. It's a semifinal matchup playing for a championship berth. Wildcat hockey starts now. Take a look at our rosters for today's matchup. You can see both teams playing with relatively few skaters. 12 skaters and a goalie for your Huskies. Wildcats, 13 skaters and a pair of goalies. However, the Wildcats will be shorthanded here today. Liam Riley suffering an injury earlier in this tournament. He will be out for the foreseeable future here. We're hoping here maybe 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, somewhere along the lines, but his presence will be missed out there. Check in with your starting goaltender for the Wildcats. That is number 70, Austin Schwark, first-year Bantam, getting the start this morning. Schwark coming off a strong performance his last outing. "15 minutes on the clock here." Referee's getting sorted, pointing to both ends. And the puck is down here on the semifinal. Williams, Vobel, Mann, Palen, Turvold, your starting lineup. Vobel gains the red line, tosses in. Mann on a short break to start this period. Sent out to the point. Vobel with a shot, tipped attempt there by Mann. Puck sent across ice. Now it's a one-on-one. Williams back to defend. 2-on-2 with Vobel coming back. St. Cloud put one over right over the net. Turvold peeling back in his own corner. 40 seconds gone. Williams, his attempt for Palen ends up on the St. Cloud point. Shot hit the back of number 9, Bo Schmidt. Williams taking his time behind the net, spinning once. St. Cloud made their first change. Palen up to Mann. Mann finding Turvold. Turvold pulls, gets his pocket picked. Wildcats working on a change. It's Levine and Eilertson back to defend. Levine pressuring to the outside. Now it's Levine knocking it out to the point. On net, save Schwark. Another save Schwark. Rebound picked up by Eilertson. Now MacKenzie tried to move it over to Palen. Puck going through the slot. Tipped there by Steinke. MacKenzie moving it to Steinke. Steinke along the far hash mark. Bouncing puck through the slot. This one's going to come out of the zone. Give the Wildcats an opportunity to finish their change. Now there's Schmidt, but it was MacKenzie just slipping in off sides. Last game for the Wildcats was a win against the Mounds View Irondale Marauders. 4-3 the score here in Sill Arena, the same sheet here just last night. Eilertson throws it towards the net. MacKenzie tried to get a tip on it. Now there's Schmidt on the near wall. Huskies send it out to neutral ice. Levine on the regroup. Schmidt to MacKenzie. MacKenzie banks it forward. Steinke on the forecheck. Eilertson makes a stop. Huskies pulling up on the hash mark. MacKenzie finds it. MacKenzie trying to find it up off the boards. He gets it to Williams. Williams right back to MacKenzie. MacKenzie was going for Schmidt, but Schmidt had his stick knocked off his hands. Now it'll be an icing. For the Huskies. Now here come the Huskies. 2-on-1. Vogel back to defend. Vogel making the stop, and we're going to have a penalty, a roughing call on Andrew Vogel. Andrew Vogel, number 87, drawing the game's first penalty. Huskies opening up on the power play. Your penalty killing unit: Levine, Skoog, Mann, and Williams. Huskies working down low. Tipped there by Williams. Levine pulls it up, sends it out to the St. Cloud point. Shot save Schwartz. And it looks like we are going to have a penalty this time for the Huskies. Two-minute slashing is the call on Huskies number 9. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 28. 32 seconds of Wildcat power play will follow. Levine, his shot goes wide. Williams picking up in the far corner. Williams worked to the slot. Palen, his shot on goal. And we've got a stoppage of play. Number 9, Bo Schmidt, taking that slashing penalty. Turvold, Palen, Williams, Levine. Levine pressure. That was Palen trying to move it out towards Tervold. St. Cloud will send it in to Eagan territory. Williams off the back of the goal. Puts it off the wall to Tervold. Tervold puts it towards the net. Ends up back below the red line. Now it's Williams. Williams tried to pull out to his backhand. Gets a poke check. Both teams will regroup. Williams puts it on goal, flushed away by the goaltender, number 1, Sam Kuhl. Tervold with a nice body right in front of the penalty box area. 1 minute gone in the penalty to St. Cloud. 23 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Schwark plays it deep out of the zone. Wildcats will pursue in neutral ice. Eilertson with a nice stick. MacKenzie poking away. Steinke finds it. Vobel out of the box. Schmidt onto the ice. Wildcats 5-on-4. Steinke lays a check near the red line. Poked away there by Levine. Held in by St. Cloud at the Eagan line. Steinke pressuring in the far corner. Now MacKenzie. Putting it up to Schmidt. Schmidt bobbles momentarily. We're going to have another penalty coming. This time it's coming against the Huskies. Steinke. Delayed penalty. Trying to find Mann at the far line. So to put the Wildcats back onto the power play, 2 minutes on the board, 9:16 left in the first period, 0-0 your score. I'm sorry, it was a 2 and a 10 being assessed to number 2, Logan Leinen. Tip and a shot save. Almost tried to sneak through, just 5 seconds in, and we're going to have a penalty. And it's going to be another penalty. This time being assessed number 7, Elijah Van Heel. So with just 5 seconds gone in the initial minor penalty, Wildcats now have a 5-on-3, great opportunity to get one on the board early here in the first period. 1:50 left of 5-on-3 time. Williams finding Vobel. Vobel's shot goes well wide. Now Williams over to Vobel. Vobel, his shot on goal, held on, no rebound. Mann on the draw. He feeds it down to Tervold. Tervold walking off the line, puts it on net, pad save, goes over to Williams on the far end. He leaves it for Vobel, but that's poke checked at the last moment. Williams peeling back through neutral ice. Williams tried to go around number 14, the defender for St. Cloud. That's Kobin Matinich. Now Palen in the far corner. Feeding it to Tervold. Tervold walking off the hash mark. Puts it back door to Williams. Williams' shot hits the post. The deflection had gone up out of play. One minute gone in the first penalty. 58 seconds left of 5-on-3. Mann Turvold, Palen, Vobel, Williams. Turvold back to Williams. Williams finds Vobel back door. He puts it in towards the slot. There was plenty of traffic. Turvold collects, spins in front of the Eagan bench. And he puts it back to Turvold. 36 seconds left in the two-man advantage. Turvold gets his pocket picked. Now we have Mann, Williams, Vobel, and Palen coming up on a 4-on-2 rush. Palen into the far corner. Now Williams. Vobel pushing it down to Palen. Wildcats having a hard time getting a puck on net here with this 5-on-3 man advantage, of which there are 7 seconds remaining. Palen, shot, blocker save. Williams holds the line. Here's Mann out of the far corner. Mann pulling to his forehand, going backdoor looking for Turvold, but it had just been deflected away. Now intended that for Mann. Both penalty time have expired. 5-on-5 hockey. The Huskies successfully killing off a minute 55 of 5-on-3 hockey. Wildcats get a change. MacKenzie, Henriksen, Skoog, Levine, and Eilertson. Huskies weaving through neutral ice, 3-on-3 at the line. Pass attempt across ice, now it's Henriksen playing it off the wall. MacKenzie will chase it down in neutral territory. Now MacKenzie, leaving it to Eilertson. Eilertson right back to MacKenzie. Play put back towards Eilertson at the line. Offsides is the call. 6:20 left in the first period. Shots reading 3-9 in favor of the Wildcats. MacKenzie on the draw with Henriksen and Skoog. Eilertson and Levine, your defense. Icing is the call. Have an offensive zone faceoff. 6:12 left in the first. With this game beginning on dirty ice, we will have a resurface after the conclusion of this first period. You can expect about a 10-minute intermission. Levine looking down to Skoog. MacKenzie able to pick. MacKenzie tried to put it up front. Henriksen pulls it up. He moves it back to Eilertson. Eilertson setting it down behind the net. MacKenzie will pursue. Henriksen lays a body. Now MacKenzie. On the hash mark, it's Skoog. Now MacKenzie. MacKenzie, spinorama shot, goes behind the net. Henriksen picking it up. Henriksen out to Eilertson. That gets towards the net. Skoog tried to put it back towards MacKenzie. Skoog slaps at it again. That one goes up over the net. Good zone time here for the Wildcats. Now Skoog with a nice save at the Husky line. Huskies clear. Wildcats will try to change. Levine trying to move it up towards Henriksen. MacKenzie defending on the near wall. Moving it to Henriksen. Henriksen able to send it out. Wildcats get their change. Puck get caught up in the official skates as it came through the red line. Now it's Mann. Mann one-on-one. Mann on a breakaway. Mann all alone. To his backhand shot, save. Steinke. Now Schmidt. Schmidt behind the net, looking it up front for, I think that was Mann with the shot. Pad save, another loose puck. Vobel, turnaround shot blocked through traffic. Wildcats finding some offensive effort. We're going to have matching minors here. Number 13, Ben Williams. going for holding. Slashing is the call, I believe. I think that was number 9, Bo Schmidt, getting his second penalty of the game. Five-on-5 hockey continues. Eilertson, Levine, Mann, Stanky, and Schmidt. Here comes Schmidt. .328 left in the first period. Eilertson collects, sending it off the wall. Palen pursues in the Husky line. Eilertson with a nice step at the blue line. MacKenzie, backhand pass off, looking for Palen. Now MacKenzie. MacKenzie dances once, pulls it to his forehand side. Husky players converge high in the slot. Puck comes out into Eilertson. Eilertson on the regroup. He finds MacKenzie. Palen sending it off the wall. Now Schwark will play it behind his own net, leaving it for Levine. 2:30 left in the first. Pass too much for Palen, sent right back in. Number 7, Elijah Van Heel on the far side. MacKenzie with a nice play. He kicks it to himself. MacKenzie had just bobbled as he came through neutral ice. He'll go for his change. Henriksen on the ice. Tervold going for his change as well. Mann and Skoog hop the boards. Eilertson to Skoog. Skoog fanned on his pass attempt. High bouncing puck in the slot, recovered by Eilertson. He puts it back to Skoog. Now a turnover low in the zone. Backdoor shot, save! Mann had knocked down a centering pass. Vobel crunched in the near corner. Out to the Eagan line, toast save Schwark. Schwark tracking the puck well here late in the first period. Shots reading 5-11 in favor of the Wildcats. D to D, shot coming, Schwark save. This is the save from a moment ago. Right across the slot. Schwark sliding all the way across, makes the stop. Now Mann. Schmidt looking for MacKenzie high in the zone. Stanky, Vobel, and Levine completing the front 5. 50 seconds left. Vobel. Schmidt holds the line. Vobel in front of the Husky bench. Now it's going to be Stanky. Stanky sends it in. That hit the stick of a Husky player. Play continues. 34 seconds left in the first. Levine and Stanky converge on number 9. Play resumes on the far wall. Now Levine. He sends it around, finding Schmidt. Out in neutral ice. 15 seconds left in the first. Now Mann. 7 seconds left. Huskies send it out up toward the red line. Turvold lays a hit, and the buzzer sounds. So at the end of one, it is 0-0 Wildcats and Husky, all tied up. We'll take a pause, be back in about 10 minutes after a fresh, clean Zamboni run. 2 more periods of hockey coming your way from Duluth, Minnesota. We'll be back shortly. Second period underway here at the Sill Arena at the Heritage Sports Center in Duluth, Minnesota, the Tommy Williams tournament. This is a semifinal matchup against the Huskies and the Wildcats. First period, both teams scoreless. Wildcats on the first rush, Palen, Turvold, Mann, Vogel, Williams, your starting five. Puck thrown up out of play, we'll have a stoppage. Palen pulling to his backhand, try to throw it towards the net where Turvold is waiting. Now it's Mann working out of the far corner. Odd man rush, 3-on-2 for the Huskies. Williams with a big hit. And we have a penalty coming. Williams penalty. Sounds like Williams is getting a game misconduct, being sent to the locker room. So Williams is being assessed a 5-minute major penalty. Looks like it being served by number 9, Ethan Mann. So the Wildcats will be down for 5 minutes. Schmidt, MacKenzie, Levine, and Eilertson first up on the kill. Head contact is the call, 5-minute major. Huskies setting up on the far wall. Behind Schwartz's net. Out to the Husky line, and it gets around him. Schmidt pressures behind the net. Turnover in the zone. MacKenzie shot. When it's Hudson Schmidt with the goal. A turnover gives the Wildcats their first goal of the game. There's the turnover, right on the stick of MacKenzie. MacKenzie shoots, hits the helmet, and it's Hudson Schmidt bearing the rebound. There's the shot off the helmet, and Schmidt finding that open net. Hudson Schmidt gets the Wildcats on the board. Wildcats up by 1, still on the kill for another 3 minutes and 52 seconds. That one rings off the pipe. Schmidt from MacKenzie with just about 2 minutes gone in the first period, or in the second period.
Eagan.
Levine in on the forecheck. Palen jumps the ice. Wildcats playing with some jump after the Schmidt goal. Vobel, Levine, Tervold, and Palen out to kill the penalty. With Liam Riley being down for injury and Williams being sent to the showers, we will likely be seeing some considerable shuffling here throughout the course of this game. The Wildcats now with just 6 skaters on the bench, and of course the reserve goalie Delmonico. Vobel sends it in. 11:40 left in the second period. Half of the major penalty has been killed. 2.5 left. Palen lays a check in the near corner. Huskies on the breakout. Huskies enter the Eagan line. Steinke pressures on the far side. That one blocker save off of Schwark. Rebound thrown up over the net. Steinke's going to recover. Hits a funny line. Bounces out high in the slot. Cross-ice attempt hit Tervold, and now Tervold with a block. Puck sent out into neutral ice. Huskies will have to regroup. Tervold pressuring. Huskies fan on the pass going D to D. They'll once again work on the regroup. Huskies skating in 2-on-4 at the line. Lots of time. Shot going. Tip attempt goes just wide. Shot going wide. Minute 15 left in the penalty to Williams. And it's going to be an icing. We mentioned number 81, Liam Riley, out of the lineup. Suffered an injury to his forearm and wrist earlier this tournament. Levine, Henriksen, Skoog, Eilertson. 3-on-1 down low. Skoog coming back. Shot save there from Schwark. Puck held the line twice. 2-on-2 down low. Schwark, poke check. And a nice defensive effort there from Skoog. Now a break for Henriksen. It's a race at the line. Henriksen, shot goes wide. And there's going to be a penalty. Slashing is the call. Henriksen doing a great job getting all the way back, drawing the penalty. So it'll be 30 seconds now of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by a minute and a half of Wildcat power play. Skoog, Henriksen, Levine, Eilertson. 9.5 left in the second period. Eilertson collects, sends it over to Henriksen. Henriksen pulls off the wall, feeds Skoog. Skoog will go in on the forecheck. Henriksen gets pulled down behind the net. Now Skoog. Levine now. Levine, his shot hits traffic. Mann's spin around, no look pass, ends up on the stick of number 9, Bo Schmidt. Schmidt working in towards the center, pulls to the middle, and this is sent down. It'll go on net, no icing. Wildcats are now on the power play for a minute. Mann. Now Eilertson pressuring on the far side. Shot coming through, hit the side of the net. Schmidt, Henriksen, Eilertson, Levine, Mann bottle up in their own end here on the power play. Wildcats were going to change. Penalty time is over. The Wildcats successfully killing the 5-minute major to Williams and unable to convert on their power play attempt shortly following. Huskies go D to D. Shot tipped away by Tervold. Schmidt has Tervold streaking. Tervold try to work it up towards MacKenzie. MacKenzie pulls it off. Stays onside. Huskies up to Steinke. Now MacKenzie picking up the breakout pass. Tervold pressuring the Husky D. MacKenzie blocks one attempt and he pulls it off the wall. MacKenzie spins, buys time, sends it across the slot. No one home. Now Steinke. Turnover in the neutral zone, sent down in. Schwark will feed it back to Vobel behind the net. Vobel on the rush. Race to the puck. Steinke knocked away. Pass to the center. Shot. Goal. Bo Schmidt knocking Steinke off the puck, feeding in the trailer, and he goes upstairs. There's the race. And the feed. One-time shot right up over Schwark's shoulder. So we've got a tie game with 6 minutes left in the second period. Palen, Mann, Skoog, Eilertson, Levine. Out into neutral ice, 2-on-1. Eilertson back to defend. Pulling to the center, goes across. Eilertson's going to go for what will likely be a hook. Yes, indeed. Number 18, Carter Eilertson, 2 minutes hooking. Shot coming from the slot that bounces up over the net, hits a funny stanchion, almost came back right out into the crease. Vobel lays a hit. Mann, Palen, Levine, and Vobel, your penalty-killing unit. Schwark doing a great job of jumping on top. Same crew, Mann and Palen, Vobel and Levine. Puck sent out into neutral ice. Minute 33 left in the Husky power play. Vobel, spinorama shot, puts it right into the Husky bench. We'll have a stoppage of play. Huskies go D to D on the power play. Shot coming from the top of the circle. No problem for Schwark. Glove save. Huskies, D to D. Shot gets through. Stick save Schwark. Vogel pressuring in the near side corner. Palen trying to pull it off the wall, able to chip it out. It'll go down, might get for icing, and it does. Vogel, Steinke, MacKenzie, and Schmidt taking the ice with 59 seconds left in the Eilertson penalty. 4:26 left in the game. 4:26 left in the second period of this 1-1 game. Schmidt fights off a pair. Centering pass ends up with MacKenzie over to Schmidt. Huskies trade it, turnover. MacKenzie will send it down. It'll go for icing. MacKenzie on the draw with number 16, Jackson Stuber. Shot hit the back of a leg, loose puck in the slot. Thrown towards the net, picked up there by Schmidt. He sends it down, will likely get for icing, and it does. 25 seconds left now in the Husky power play. MacKenzie winning it over towards Steinke. Loose puck coming out to the far corner. Centering pass into skates, ends up now in the near side corner. Vogel, supported by MacKenzie, out to the Huskies' point. MacKenzie spins it around, sends it down. This one will not go for icing. MacKenzie in on the forecheck. Eilertson out of the penalty box, both teams full strength. MacKenzie picking up now on the back check. He absorbs a hit behind the net. Huskies turning around. Shot pad save, shot goal. A rebound attempt for the Huskies. Wide open net. And this one is a 2-1 game. The Huskies getting their first lead of the outing. There's the shot. Pad save, wide open on the back door. There's the shot. Schwark getting that first pad save, but you can see a 4x6 wide open net waiting for the player on the far side. Wildcats playing from behind now. That was an even strength goal. Penalty time had expired. Jackson Stuber, your goal scorer for the Huskies. Palen, Turvold, Mann, Eilertson, and Levine now with just under 3 minutes to play in the second period. Shots now reading 20-13 in favor of St. Cloud. Shot, save Schwark. Now here's a 2-on-1 break. Palen ridden off the wall in the neutral zone. Puck thrown up high on the glass. 2-on-1 turned into a 2-on-2. Man on the back check. Out to the point. Rung around. Behind Schwark's goal. Centering pass. High slot. Shot coming. All the way through. Pad save Schwark. Wildcats a bit on their heels now with 2:08 left in the second period. Now a 3-on-2 bouncing puck stopped there by Eilertson. Miscommunication, no one went, and then they both went. Now Palen picking up the loose puck. Palen into the center. Chips it up into the air. Bouncing puck on goal. It's one of those ones you never know. It takes a funny hop. Goaltender Sam Kuehl does a good job of hanging on. 1:42 left in the second period. St. Cloud up by 1. MacKenzie, Skoog, Henriksen, Steinke, and Vobel. MacKenzie and Skoog battling along the board in the near side corner. Picked out by number 16. Sent out to the point. Vobel shuffles it back in. Skoog playing it to Henriksen. That one gets around Steinke. It'll be a race for the puck. Vobel back. Vobel lays a hit in the corner, pulls his man down. Out to the St. Cloud point. Shot, hits traffic, deflected away. Skoog, he will bat it out high in the zone. Bouncing puck, high in the slot once more. Sent into the near corner. Steinke will find it. Steinke chasing behind the net. St. Cloud cycles it back. MacKenzie finds it. Steinke back to MacKenzie. MacKenzie feeding it up to Skoog. Skoog finds it. Henriksen, what a beautiful pass. Henriksen hooked from behind. No call. Just a little stick check. Now Henriksen chasing. Shot, blocker save. Now Henriksen, back to MacKenzie. MacKenzie puts it up off the wall. Loose puck gathered up by the Huskies. And that's the horn. MacKenzie was off to the races, just runs out of time. We'll back up here while we have a moment. There's the beautiful pass to Skoog. Henriksen in all alone. There's just a little lift check. Probably a good no call. Once more from the opposite angle. There's the pass coming through. It was a close one. Hard to say if that got up on the hands or not. But we'll take a short pause. Be back with the third period here in Duluth. Third period underway. Brett MacKenzie and Christina Eilertson here from the press box at the beautiful Heritage Ice Arena in Duluth. Mann, Palen, Turvold, Eilertson, and Levine. Wildcats will need one to tie. This being a semifinal game, the winner will play at 2 o'clock in the championship game of this Tommy Williams tournament against the St. Paul Capitals, who had disposed of Northern Lakes in their semifinal game earlier this morning. 2 o'clock, your championship game. Turvold, Palen, Mann, Eilertson, and Levine. Levine tried to throw it over towards Mann, and it was a whistle, and then the referee saying my bad, so I believe that'll bring up a center ice draw. Mann. Huskies go D to D and work it up through neutral ice. We have a one-on-one. Mann on the back check. Blocker saves Schwartz. Now Mann. Mann absorbs a hit, and they get into a tussle on the far end. Turvold with the block shot. Turvold may have been stung just a bit. He holds on to the puck, escapes once, escapes twice. Great effort there from number 8, Nate Turvold. Now Palen. Wildcats will go for a change. Henriksen and Schmidt jump the ice, along with MacKenzie. 13:40 left in the game. Eilertson. Eilertson tried to weave through traffic, puts it off the boards, finds MacKenzie. We got a 2-on-1. MacKenzie pulls up, shot, goal! MacKenzie tying the game here in the third. MacKenzie sees Schmidt, pulls up, settles the puck, finds a spot, and puts it in the net. Ties the score 2-2. Get a good look at it here. MacKenzie goes short side, finds the back of the net. Bennett MacKenzie unassisted, 13:14 left in the game. Score now tied. MacKenzie, Henriksen, Schmidt. Now MacKenzie once more. Stanky and Vobel, your defense. Puck sent through the neutral zone. Schwartz will come out to play it. Schwartz finding Henriksen. Henriksen finding Schmidt. Schmidt pulls to the center. Hudson Schmidt has a rocket shot. Like to see him pull the trigger. Centering shot. Hits traffic. Vobel in the far corner. Now Stanky. Puts it off the glass and out. Strong play. Wildcats get their change. Palen almost able to spring himself high in the zone. Mann's out there with him. Palen pulling him to himself. Short break. Palen. Shot goes high. Take a closer look while we've got a moment. There's Palen pulling it right to himself. Just puts it up over the net. Palen, Mann, Skoog, Eilertson, and Levine. Eilertson loses an edge. Centering shot goes wide. Schwartz does a great job of holding the post there. Loose puck, flushed away by Mann. It'll go for icing. Now here's Palen. Palen coming in 1-on-2, sending it over to Skoog. Mann recovering the loose puck. Now we've got a 2-on-2. Mann onto his forehand. Sticks converge. Eilertson with the stop. Now Scood. Sending it over to Mann. Wildcats will regroup. Mann fluttering it over to Levine. Levine finding Eilertson. Eilertson to Scood. Scood can't hold on. Now it's 2-on-2. Shot stopped, blocked there by Eilertson. Now Palen. Palen with room on the near side. Cutting to the middle is Palen. Palen gets his pocket picked at the line. Now we've got a one-on-one. MacKenzie back to defend. Centering pass picked up there by Levine. Levine sending it over, intending it for MacKenzie. It hit the back of a St. Cloud player. 10:40 left in the game. Huskies go D to D. Long shot blocked away by Schwark. Back out to the Husky line. Sent back in where Levine will pressure in the near side corner. Loose puck picked up by Levine. He sends it all the way down. Will it go for icing? Yes, it will. 10:17 left in the third. You know, it's not every broadcast that we get compliments of the camera work. There she is, camera woman extraordinaire, Christina Eilertson, doing a great job here for us up in Duluth. Schwark up to Tervold. Tervold knifing it forward. Schmidt will go on the neutral zone forecheck. Puck ends up into the far corner. Schmidt still pursuing. Up off the glass. Stopped there by Steinke. He holds the line. MacKenzie will chase behind the net. MacKenzie centering pass. Hit a skate. And we've got a penalty. I think it was a late hit on MacKenzie. Two minutes for interference, yes indeed. Number 16, Jackson Stuber. Puts the Wildcats on the power play. 9:44 left in the game. Tervold, Mann, Palen, Vobel, and Eilertson. Mann wins the draw, puts it on net. Palen spinorama shot, it's in the net! Wildcats wasting no time on the power play. Mann right off the faceoff puts it on net. Palen with the spinorama, and it's in. Palen keeps the scoring streak alive. There's the shot from Mann. Palen finding it, spinning it around, and it finds the 5-hole. So the Wildcats regain their lead. Palen's first of the game. So quick goals by Palen and MacKenzie. Palen's 11th of the season. MacKenzie's prior, his 6th. Those two leading this team in points so far, right there with Tervold and Mann. Schwark plays it out of the zone. Now Tervold, body play, and he finds the puck, and they're going to call him for a penalty. Pretty soft, folks. Pretty soft. Replay, you can see Tervold more of a shove than anything. Yeah, pretty soft. And as I say, what's done is done. Nate Tervold having a seat for 2 minutes. 8:51 left in the game. Schmidt, MacKenzie. Looks like, I'm sorry, I may have missed something here. We had it's coincidental. We're still 5-on-5. Now MacKenzie feeding Eilertson at the point. Eilertson, his shot, gets all the way through, pad save. St. Cloud working out through the middle, might have been offside, yes it was. Number 9, Bo Schmidt, letting the expletives fly out here in center ice. Shots reading 26-21 in favor of St. Cloud. MacKenzie, Henriksen, Schmidt, Eilertson, Levine. Puck out in neutral ice. MacKenzie will pick up the loose puck. MacKenzie finding a seam up the middle. Crossing the blue line, MacKenzie with it still. MacKenzie now into the far corner. His centering attempt knocked away. Henriksen in on the forecheck. Henriksen lays a body and then absorbs a slash on the way out. Here's a race for the puck. Levine knocks it off the wall. Huskies will have to regroup, waiting for the zone to clear. Now Levine scooping around for Schmidt. Shot, goal. Huskies tie this game. Schmidt into the high slot, working around Henriksen, pulls the trigger at the top of the corner, and it goes post and in. Great shot, just beats Schwark upstairs. So just past the midway mark of the third period, we got a tie game, 3-3, 7:02 as the clock ticks away. Mann, Skoog, Palen, Steinke, and Vobel. Huskies. Centering pass, goes all the way through the slot, ends up on the far wall. Steinke, now Skoog pressuring. Saucer pass over to the near side, tipped up into the Wildcat bench. .6:28 left in the third. Palen clears it out to Skoog. Skoog picking it up on his forehand side. He holds up, gets it to Mann. Bouncing puck ends up with Vobel high in the slot. He shoots, that hits a shin pad and deflects up out into neutral ice. Steinke spinning it around off the wall. Mann, nice back check as they battle right in front of the blue line. St. Cloud sending it out to the far D. And there's a penalty coming. Ethan Mann's going to go for roughing. Number 9, Ethan Mann, having a seat 2 minutes with 5:52 left here in the third. Big kill for the Wild upcoming. For the Wildcats, I should say. Tervold, MacKenzie, Levine, and Eilertson. MacKenzie wins his draw over to Eilertson. Eilertson absorbs a check in the near side corner. Out to the point, shot coming, blocker save Schwark. Rebound picked up by Skelton in the far side. By Schmidt, I'm sorry. Stick save short. 5.5 left in the game. Out to the Husky point. MacKenzie pressuring on the near side wall. Nice tip there from Turvold. Levine battling on the hash mark. Turvold puts it off the glass. Nice clear. That will go for icing. Yes, it will. Just barely. 40 seconds killed off the Mann minor penalty. Same crew, MacKenzie, Turvold, Eilertson, and Levine. Puck coming out to the St. Cloud point, walking to the center, tipped, goes wide. Turvold pressuring high in the zone. Now MacKenzie defending, he's going to pick up a loose puck. Turvold dancing through the middle, shorthanded. And out they come. Turvold will chase down a loose puck, once again, shorthanded. Puck along the wall, gets around Levine. Nice stick there by Eilertson. There was a man all alone in the slot. 35 seconds left in the penalty. MacKenzie clears. Wildcats will get a change. 4:20 left in the third. Puck is on net. No icing. Henriksen, Schmidt, Vobel, and Steinke killing the remaining 12 seconds of this penalty. Shot tipped away by Henriksen. Spinorama, not on goal. And it's out. Mann is out of the bench. We are full strength. Now Vobel. Vobel cutting to the middle on his forehand. Vobel, drop pass there for Schmidt. Schmidt's shot goes wide. Henriksen on the forecheck, rung around to the near side point. Steinke able to hold. Henriksen will go back on the forecheck. 3.5 left in the game. Fluttering puck can be played off the back wall by Schwartz, leaving it for Vobel. Vobel, his long attempt intended. And we have too many men for your Wildcats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be a bench minor being assessed to the Wildcats with 3:11 left in the game. Too many men on the ice. Being served by number 27, Max Henriksen.
Maybe, but not too.
Man on the draw. He's with Eilertson, Schmidt, and Levine. Levine into the far corner. Huskies playing behind Schwartz's net, going onto the far side. Levine pressuring. Puck sent out to the point. There was no one home. Mann will chase through neutral ice. St. Cloud gains the line. Eilertson sends it in. Makes it an icing. Minute 26 left in the bench minor. 2:37 left in this tie game. Palen on the draw. He's with Turvold, Levine, and Eilertson. Eilertson spinning it off the boards out to the St. Cloud point. They go to D. Eilertson, that was Turvold out to block. Ends up in the far corner. Levine, patient, out to the point. Turvold pressuring. Turvold got a piece of it, almost able to clear the zone. Turvold pressuring high in the slot. Nice stick from And Palen's able to clear. Shot, save, picked up by Vobel. Vobel absorbs a hit, and they're both two players in a heap in front of the net. The hot spot.
Because my phone died. Why? I am not a cell phone to call her, obviously. That's why. Shoot.
All right, so folks, we our Wi-Fi signal. And we're back for the overtime period. Our faithful camerawoman, Christina Eilertson, has been the source of our hotspot today, but her phone died. Luckily, we did have this recorded, so we can go clean that up in post, as they say. But now we find ourselves in overtime. 4-on-4 hockey for 5 minutes. Next goal wins, putting themselves into the championship game at 2 o'clock versus the St. Paul Capitals. Palen, Mann, Levine, and Eilertson. Mann pushes it to himself. He's 1-on-2. Rolling puck settled. Mann onto the outside. Pulling to the center. Absorbs a big hit. 2 players go down. Now Levine, waiting for the zone to clear wisely, sends it over to Eilertson. Back to Levine. Palen. Pulled down along the near wall. Palen gets pulled down, no call. And they do catch him. The Wildcats will be going on the power play here in Here's Palen, shot, goal! Jake Palen ends the game, and the Wildcats are going to the championship. Would it have been anybody else? No, of course not. Jake Palen, your hero. The Wildcats win 4-3. All right. Fantastic. Miss his reaction, but that will do it.